Hello everyone, and welcome to this FOMC meeting. We're a bit late, but we are gonna go. Starting soon. Hello everyone, and welcome to today's. Well, let's take that on. Welcome to today's live Forex analysis. We have the FOMC meeting happening right now, so I'm late. I'm sorry. So let's just go. Boom. My name is MINDBLOWING. I'm a Forex trader and economist, and I am here to help you becoming a better Forex trader. Then we have to go to the Federal Reserve and see what are they saying today. That is the main goal today, is going through the Federal Reserve and going into the market and see what happens. We have euro dollar rising, we have Aussie dollar rising, we have pound dollar rising, we have been pound yen rising, we have New Zealand dollar rising. Oh. Trading Forex is risky, not property for everyone. Past performance is not indicative of future results. Whatever has happened in the past doesn't need to happen in the future, so be careful. My name is MINDBLOWING. I'm a Forex trader. I've been here for trading here for 7 years, and I'm here to help you out understanding this kind of event and why the heck we are rising on our favorite pairs, even though that was expected for a long time. And the Forex gods has now rewarded us with profits. Boom. So if you are here today, please leave it a like, please leave it a comment. I want us to have a discussion, not a monologue. So we have 9 people here today. That is great. Other than that, fantastic that you are all here, having fun, being good, and all that. So let's go to FOMC. And they have issued a statement. I was supposed to take that one first into a news page, and then they have the other one, which is probably back in the other time around February. So where do I have that one in place? I think I have that one someplace. Let's go to check in my mentorship group. I should probably have monetary policy here somewhere. Monetary policy. I have the Fed one from there. Okay, so here we can take those one next to each other, and then we're good to go. What about gold? Okay, so what about gold? Gold is supposed to rise, and here we are rising. We have been making fun today in the group that gold. Someone was saying gold was supposed to fall, and then someone was like, "We're going to sell gold," and I'm like, "Oh no!" Now I think we saved that situation. The situation is that we have been expecting gold bullishness, and here's the plan posted 9th of March, that is now whatever days ago, and we are reversing and still going higher, so that is great. Euro USD analysis, please. I want to go to Federal Reserve first. Today we are in charge. Yes, we will look at the trades, but that's not why we're here. All right, so what is really important for you today? Because the reason why I'm not going to give you the analysis right now is because you have to have the knowledge first. And this is going to rise for the next 300 pips. It doesn't really matter if you lose 20 pips here or there. All right, so Federal Reserve is committed to use the full range of support of the US economy in this challenging time. Nothing changes. So, what does this mean? This means that we are in a society or an economy right now that needs help. What should have been here is we're rising at a steady pace, and all those shenanigans, they are not there at the moment. COVID pandemic is causing tremendous human and economic hardship in the United States and around the world. Still not very positive. Following moderation, the pace of the recovery, and blah 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 blah. Indicators of economic activity. Unemployment had turned up recently, although the sector has adversely been affected by the pandemic, remain weak. Inflation continues to run below 2%. This is the target. Overall financial condition remains accommodative, which is what they're doing, and the inflation policy measures support the economy and all those things. What is it meaning? Meaning, they're still going to hold whatever they're doing, they're still going to do whatever they're doing, and for some heck of a long time. It's not going to change anything now. Okay? So they mentioned first they're going. The first thing they mentioned is they're going to support the economy. That is very bad, to be honest. Second thing they mentioned, the reason, COVID-19. Secondly, they are going into the economy. How this has been weak. We are not rising. We are not doing well. Overall financial conditions is remain accommodative. We had to still help the economy, and all those things. The economy's path is depending significantly on the course of the virus, including the progress of the vaccination. Here is a clue. The Fed tells you that they're looking into the vaccination of people. So that's why AstraZeneca news this week has been important. That's why Pfizer news is important. That's why Moderna news is important. That's why Johnson & Johnson news is important. Because the Fed tells us. Okay? Let's think of that. Next thing. The ongoing public health crisis continues to weigh on the economic activity, employment, inflation, and poses a risk to the economic outlook. So we have to also look into this. How is this one going? Then we have to look for news for this. All this we're looking at right now, we have to look through the eyes of when we're looking at news. Does news affect the economy? Is it just a temporary thing? Is there a trend? Does the Fed look at it? Yeah. Okay. In assessing the appropriate stance, the Monetary Policy Committee will continue to monitor the implication of incoming information of the economic outlook. The committee will be prepared to adjust the stance of monetary policy as appropriate if risks emerge that could impede the attainment of the goal. I guess that also speaks for both. If we go too hard too fast, they're going to step back. If we don't recover, I think they're going to do more. The committee's assessment will take into account a wide range of information, including public health, labor market, inflation pressure, inflation expectations, financial and international development. Aha! See? They tell us what we're looking for. In all seriousness, this is what they're telling us to look for. This is what we'll look for. Okay. Now we can go to some other sites. What are they saying about this FOMC thing? Fed Central Tendency dots. So this is why the market is now reacting, okay? Below is the March meeting. The Fed official saw a hike in 2022, and then one official see a hike in 2022, 5 see a hike in 2023. This is the inflation. This is the interest rates, and already by 2023, 2 is looking into that. And then we have these projections that they have increased. We have gone from 4.2 to 6.2, I think it is, somewhere around there, 6.6, which is important. Okay, here we have then Euro USD. What have been, so now the juice comes. Now that we see higher growth, the Fed says we're going to have higher growth. We're now at the start. We're not the end. We're at the start of this new trend, or at least for some time. If it's 1 week, if it's 1 year, doesn't really matter to me at the moment. It is now going to be a new trend, okay? Because the Fed says so. I have been waiting for a higher high all week, and I stopped out on my trades probably around here, and I said I don't care anymore. Now we got what we want. Okay. So on gold, I want the 1750 level to break for a buy. Yeah, that's great. I have said 1760 to break. Okay, so for all new viewers, the whole shenanigan of why dollar is now falling is 2 reasons. One is the GDP that has been now officially raised. So we have now more growth to come in America that was previously, everyone was talking about it, everyone was putting it into their forecast. Wells Fargo, the New York Fed, Westpac, all of them, not all of them, but many of them have been rising their GDP expectations. Now Fed was the last one to do it. Now it's kind of official. So yeah, and I was in the wrong news section today apparently. There's no institutional news. Take some time to write it up. So we will then, are we even allowed to go to this Fed? And that is probably going to be in 4 minutes. Okay, let's look at that then. First of all, four policymakers see a liftoff in the Fed funds rates from 0 to 0.25 in 2022. Okay, we already talked about that. The number of Fed officials that wants to go from 0 to 0.25 in 2023 rose from 7 to 5 in December. Okay, great. So we have 2 more people think that. Then we have the US GDP. Sees growing 6.5 in 2021. GDP, okay, it's great. Previously it was 4.2, as correctly then mentioned. 3.3 in 2022, and 2.2 in 2023. So this year we're going to have substantial, but we're going to have a lot of growth in 2021, but not so well in 2022 and not so well in 2023. So, okay. Then they see that jobless rate should be 4.5 in 2021, and even better in 2022, and even better in 2023. Okay. Then they see that the personal consumption expenditure PCE inflation at 2.4 in 2021, 2.0 in 2022, and 2.1. So Is there anyone in this group looking at PCE? Fed is mentioning it. We have to look at it. We have to then be, okay, now we download this, put this on your wall somewhere. This is important information. Okay? Great. Now, everyone, how do then market react to such a news? How will it react to such a news? Well, the news is already out. The direction is already there. Weaker dollar. How long is this weaker dollar going to be? Not so sure. But that we are now going to have a weaker dollar, yeah, great. How does that result into trading? It depends what you are. Are you a buyer of dollar? Are you a seller of dollar? Where do you think things are gonna go? Now for tomorrow, bullish. The buy zone is back down here. Okay. So if price then comes down there, are you then ready for that? Is that what you want to do? Probably. Probably that's what you're thinking now. So you're not freaking out because we went from buy zone to target. And then you're like stepping stone higher. And you're good. I've already made a trade plan for you for tomorrow. If it comes down there, you're good to go. I will talk more about Euro USD soon. I'm just going back to gold. Okay. For all intents and purposes, where do you want gold to go? What is your main gold direction? To the moon, Mohammed. Okay, we have to the moon. I have said somewhere around 2000. Is this a dumb number? Doesn't need to, but it's a plan. Now that Fed has now given us a direction, thank you, Fed. Namaste, sir. Yeah. I'm not sure. Am I allowed to stream? Am I allowed to? Should we take a? Should we take a? Am I allowed to stream? Maybe I should take off. I don't know. Yeah. Can I check someone else's stream? Am I allowed to do that? Anyone knows? Should we take it? Should we take a bet? Or we can just read the news. I don't really want to be slapped. I have too many violations now. That's why. Now 1630 before 2000. Okay. Then we can go to DXY is falling, holding 92 as we wanted. US yields kind of went down, but kind of went back up again. Okay. Then gold, yeah. Okay, so what do we do now? What is your plan? What's your plan, bro? What's your plan? If price comes down to 1737, is that a good price to buy? I don't know. But what you're not allowed to do right now. I'm going to give you some limitations here. What you're not allowed to do right now is start buying dollar. And you might be asking, why am I so blunt with you? Because the Fed said so. I can't... Like, we follow the Fed. The Fed is the maker. The Fed is the god in the trading world. They are the one moving the market. Banks are then following what the Fed does. So we don't really have an opinion of the market. We're just following what the Fed wants. All right. So sounds positive for the dollar. This is very, very positive for the dollar. This is very positive for our I just need to wait for myself to not. Can you guys hear some music in the background, or is it just me that doesn't hear it? Okay. Back to my thoughts here. Okay. So this is the god of Forex, Fed, tells us that they are going to see increased growth in America for 2021. Sends the dollar down, sends gold up, everything is great, everything is amazing, everything is awesome. That should also send the oil up, by the way, and kind of sends it up. So, how do you then trade this market? Every single day market goes higher, low, higher, high. That is where you are going to go. You bought at 1734. Okay. That's totally up to you. Azam asks, are we going to 2000? We are going to 2000. Or are you asking for 2000? I can give you 2000. Our main goal and our hairy goal and our a number out of the hat is 2000. How and when are we going to do that? Probably in April, not today. And we need to break 1760 for that to happen. Or we need to break a lot of parts to go to 1760, by the way. But for us to be really, really, really bullish on the 4-hour time frame, we need to break previous support, which is then that level here. Then we are ready to go. And as you remember what happened kind of in this area on the way down, you probably can actually see maybe in 1760 today or tomorrow before we have a pullback and then going higher. So what I then want to say is, don't trade trades you have nothing knowing about. I don't want you to trade gold at all if you don't understand gold. I don't want you to trade at all if you don't understand gold. This is only for those who understand gold and can risk the money and don't suffer if they lose it. Only for those of you that has a plan to buy it already. But no, I'm not giving any investment advice. It is only my personal opinion that's going to go higher. You can go to Facebook groups and they've said all day you should sell it. I'm wondering how they feel now. I hope they didn't sell it. And I've seen people saying, oh, you should sell pound dollar. Maybe making fun of them for the wrong things. Maybe I'm brushing the people the wrong way. But we have had our plan. And retail traders seems to say, oh, this is pound dollar. This is going to go to fall because we have this high and then we have some trade plan and some trend lines and some. You know what, bro? Do you know what this is? This is absolutely nothing. This doesn't mean anything at all. Whatever that candlestick is up there, whatever that is, doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter. Do you know what this is? This is a range. And do you know what a range is? A range where there's no market. A market that there's nothing to trade about. And when we realize we're in a range, which actually, so we came down here, that's a downtrend, turning higher. And then when we turned lower than this low here, it is now a range. So we stopped. trading. And after that, we haven't lost anything. Now it's going higher. Yay! Great. Boom! Boom! Look at that, man! I know. I know. Herman Lemmer, let me tell you. You know what? Fantastic question. I love the question. It gives me so much pleasure to answer this question. Yes! Good on you. Fantastic. Awesome. Okay. So, here we are. This is dollar bearishness because the growth forecast for 2021, 2022 has been upgraded. So the Fed is late. As I pointed out, all the different banks has already updated their forecast. Fed is the last one to do it, apparently, almost. From 4.2 to 5.6 in 2020, to 6.5, from 4.2 to 6.5 in 2021. That is good for the dollar, meaning dollar falling, because that means more growth. Why doesn't that make gold dollar bullish? Because dollar goes up when it's risky, when there's no growth, when there is fear in the market, when we are panicking, when we don't believe in the world, when we don't believe that we are going to go better than next year. But the Fed just told us that we're going to do amazing in 2021. That the forecast for employment is going to be lower and lower, meaning lower and lower interest rate, unemployment rate. So now we have all the reasons in the world to be optimistic about the future. So, people, this is a direction that the Fed has given us. They have updated their forecast and said, we're going to go higher, or the dollar's going to fall. Stock market's going to rise. Let's go to the stock market for 2 seconds for all intents and purposes. I can't type anymore here. What's wrong with you? What? Google. See, stock market is reacting by going higher. Fantastic, eh? So this shows growth. This then goes to the stock market and say, we're going to have growth in 2021. That means businesses are going to grow, profits are going to be made, people are going to spend. Aha, more profits, more money for the stakeholders. Amazing. Is dollar going to be bearish or bullish? I feel like a kid at the moment. The Fed just said that we're going to have higher profits. We're going to have more growth. We're going to do amazing in 2021. That is only going to send the dollar down. As we now can see today, dollar is falling. If this was a bullish move, this one should have gone higher. The other question is, why is it important that it fell? It held 92. Why is that important? Because we came to this price monthly target and we said, adios, we're going down and we're going downtown. Good. How do you now trade it? That comes down to your trading system. You should then be going, down, 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 and look every day. Because this is not in a moment. This trading right now, I'm talking about right now. The direction we have right now for dollar is not just in this very moment and second. That's why I said to my people, be patient, be patient. I don't know how many times I've used the word patience. I'm not trading. Look at you, like, I think I said something in the group yesterday of, your guru is out of the market. How does that impact your trading? Okay? So when I, on Monday morning, went out of the market and say, I'm not going to bother with this market. This is going lower. I don't really care. Your dollar went lower. And I'm like, I don't care. This is going lower. This is not going higher. But now we got what we want. After all this time. Am I in the market now? No. But that doesn't matter to me. Because we're going so much more. This is almost like a double bottom. Okay, great. Boom. So, you know, Hardik, Hardik, are you in a trade here? Do you have a trade on gold? I think you had, or you didn't. Did you have a trade on gold? Did you tell me that? I think you were guilty and told me. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Anyways, I know some of you guys have a gold trade buy, and congratulations with the profits. Congratulations. I can't even spell congratulations in the chat. You left out. Oh, Hardik. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. You know what, bro? Do not worry. Do not worry. This is not going to crash the market for today. So, we'll just catch you next time. Don't worry. We'll catch you next time. So, yeah. We will catch you next time. Don't worry. Now we have the reason to look for buys again. I don't really care. I don't really see this as, oh, we should have taken it. Take this as a moment of saying, okay. Now we're talking, eh? This is what we have been waiting for. This is our sign. The sign wasn't earlier. The sign was now. And some of you might ask yourself sometimes, Lord, give me a sign. There was your sign. Yeah, I could have been a lot in profit right now if I would just hold all my trades. But, was it worth it? Was it worth it? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Let me see. Should we have entered any trades, by the way? Who's up for that? Question. Which pair do you think is the best to trade right now? We're not going to trade anything. I'm not going to make you trade anything. But which pair do you believe in most at the moment today? Which has the most, the most and the best? So a good economic growth expected will result in dollar to fall. Yes, true. That makes no sense. How on? Yeah. Okay, maybe I am too much into my world, and maybe I'm too much into how I think. But okay, let's go for a ride then. Let's go for a ride. We can take a ride. You guys want to go for a ride? Okay, we can go for a ride. I will find my economic reasons. Okay. In this market, we have fear. What's wrong with these boys? Is there anything good in this one? Like I search for hip hop and I'm like I'm only getting like inspiring hip hop. Okay, let's do that then. Inspiring hip hop. Okay, so this market is full of fear. They are scared. What do they do? What do you see in this market? We see Australian dollar falling hard. Sell, 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 sell. 1,000 pips down. That is a market that is out of control. Okay? Market out of control. What is this market going to do then? What is this market? There is hope. There is stimulus. There is, I wouldn't call it happiness. But we can call it happiness. Happiness. If you go to DXY on the same time, we have DXY skyrocketing out of fear. And then after that, there is happiness. Happy. Market is happy with a smiley and then two. Yeah. Let me see what you see, what I see. He has some freckles and he's happy, and then he has one kind of hair that looks more like what do you call it? More like a pumpkin. He has a nose. This is a happy market. So where are we right now? This is a happy market. The market was about to go fearful again. They were driving about a fear in here. But we have also says, you know, it was a bit too much. So we took a break and then we're continuing lower again. Surini just woke up. Oh no! What is going on, bro? Like, I don't know. The Fed had a central banking meeting. It was the most important event for this week. Everyone's been waiting for that this week. Why were you asleep, bro? So, what is then going to happen next? The Fed just said, we are happy. Therefore, and we are so happy, we're going to give you more treats. Not to give you more treats, but there is more treats to come. So therefore we go up. So, why would dollar fall in a happy market? Well, one, as I've just shown you, this is the market reactions. I can't go away from this other than March we skyrocketed, after March we didn't skyrocket anymore. All right. After that, like, this market speaks for itself. But I can give you some couple of reasons. There is something called foreigners. Foreigners. If that is correct, I don't know. Foreigners. People from outside. They invest into America when they are scared. Hence dollar going up. When they're not fearful anymore, when they can get better returns in Australia, in New Zealand, in Europe, they will take their money out of America and into those more riskier assets, which would give them better returns on investment to compare to the risk. So right now, we have a market where more and more leading into Australia come from America, more and more leading into Europe from America, therefore dollar falling. The other thing, you can also say that if an American has too much money, what will it do with it? Probably travel, probably go to Africa, probably somewhere else in the world. They will try to go out of America. But from a business standpoint, it all comes down to investment. And what does investment does? It comes down to risk. It comes down to reward. This has a relationship. The more reward, the more you take up the reward, the more the risk goes up. So, you have bonds. Bonds is currently at 1.65. Oops. You get 1.65 on your investment for 10 years. If you hold the 10-year T-note. Okay? Risk-free, by the way. If you go to the stock market at the moment, what's the profit in the stock market at the moment? Do you know that? Let's go to S&P 500, and then let's go to year to date, maybe. So year to date, no, it's not year to date. Come on. Year to date. Year to date is, come on, anything at all? Okay, we'll just go normal then. Since you don't want to tell me. We go to here, and we go from here to, this is 2021. We have 7% this year, and all the way since the bottom, we've had 39%. That's a pretty good investment, by the way. Okay? So if we say that stock market gives you 20% in a good year, that is where the money will go. What is the risks? Well, if the risk goes higher on the stock market, they'll just take profit, and then we'll just go back to bonds again. But then the Fed will push them over to stock market again, and that's kind of where we are. So right now, bonds, they're trying to push people out of bonds because, hear me out. I was supposed to go back there. Okay, so go to hedge funds. So hedge funds, required returns. Let me see. I think it's somewhere between, I think it's around 5%. Okay. So if they're required 5% a year, I don't know where I got it from, but somewhere. If you have required 5%, bonds doesn't work. Then you have to go to stock market. That gives you probably 20% in a good year, and 15% in a not so good year, and then 5 to 10% in not so good years. That's why. Oh, sorry. Hi, Aman. What should I do? Dollar up or down? I've tried to say in very big words, in an explanation for everyone, that dollar is going to fall now, as we can see here. What will happen to oil? Oil is already high, but probably going to go higher. And here we have the market reaction. My opinion, in long term, dollar will go down and gold will go up. Yes, sir, Mr. Aslan. Hopefully said you're right, your name right. So Haman, have I explained it correctly? Have I explained so you understand it? Or do you want me to do a different explanation? I do have a master's degree in economics, so I should be able to tell you in quite different words. What happened to gold? Gold is supposed to go higher, Ryan. Welcome, by the way. Welcome. I love to see new people here today. So if you are subscribed, boom. Welcome. So what is the news today? The news today is the Fed has increased their GDP forecast. That is the new thing. That has nothing to do with interest rate. That is supposed to be. So interest rate is supposed to be the same for until 2024, I think it was. Some members says they might be rising in 2023, but we don't know that. But the projection is 2024. That is one. So there's no change in interest rates whatsoever. It wasn't expected. You can't expect it when the Fed doesn't expect it. Okay. Then GDP, which is gross domestic product, of kind of the value of an economy, but lagging and not necessarily, yeah, it has its critics, yes. It might not cover everything, yes, true, but it's the best thing we have so far. Has gone from 4.2% in 2021 to 6.5% in 2021. That is an increase that is substantial. Is it 50% extra? Probably. This is my first time trading in FOMC. Any tips of when I should pull out my long gold? Okay, here we are. So I don't give any investment advice, so I can't tell you what you should do with your gold trade, but I can tell you what I want to do. But what I think. I have posted here prediction for gold. And as you can see here, I have a target of 2,000. This was posted 9th of March, which is a week ago and a day. Then, here we can see where they have played out now. Sounds great. Now, what are you going to do now? If price is going higher, you are in profit, there is no reason for you to close out your trade. And if I can make you have such patience out of this world that you can hold a trade as long as you are in an uptrend, I would be very happy. Why 2,000? Wild guess. It's actually 2.3. It's actually 2,300 is my initial goal. And why 2,000? If it goes higher, well, I don't really care. But there is some rules to it. Okay. If we come up here by the end of March, this pivot points here will also then move higher. I then predict that to target then will this green zone for April will be up here. Because we're going to go higher, life is a sketch. 2,000 in my view is a short-term target. I think gold is going to go up, generally speaking, for the next 2 to 3 years. Up for 2 to 3 years now. And I think we just saw the bottom. I have a sell on gold, Shaki Khan. I don't give investment advice, so I hope you have a plan. That's what I'm saying. If you believe gold is going to go lower, which I believe you are thinking, you just made a higher high. So I would personally not be in trading gold anymore. I would not sell gold anymore, and I will run for my life. I would probably take a stop loss and cry a bit and be angry at myself because I was trading before an NFP, before FOMC, when my guru, I even myself, told you guys not to. But I can't make you do things, okay? So welcome. Welcome to the life of professionals. This is the professionals YouTube class where we have professional outlooks on things. So even though price is falling, we don't sell it. I haven't sold gold. I've only bought gold. I bought gold back up here in January. And I haven't bought since. Imagine that patience. I bought in this area. And I probably bought it as well here. and I got out and I stopped. I have not bought gold since January. Now I can start buying. Does the printing of money to stimulate the economy cause the dollar to fall also? Yes. That has also a very great impact to that. So that is, it's a double factor. Okay. So for those 11 people that are giving me likes today, I do very much appreciate that you like this video, because YouTube then will probably send this amazing message to everyone else on this YouTube thing, but also it shows me that I'm talking truth, that you understand what I'm saying, and that you really like that I give out my knowledge to you, because I could have kept for myself and I don't need to be here. So I'm deeply appreciative if you would also appreciate that I take the time. That I rushed my dinner. I haven't really eaten dinner, but I ate something small just to be with you guys. Lovely. What do you think gold can hit today? I think that gold can go to 70-60. I think that's plausible. Either now or in Asia session. And now hedge fund managers and large institutions got the license. HF got license. I can't even spell license. License to sell dollar. License to kill. License to sell dollar. Reason to sell dollar. Yeah. You're much welcome. So if you were wrong about today's move on gold, do not worry. There is more days to come, and I'm going to be here with you for the next 20 years. We're going to have so much fun. We're going to be sub buddies, and as you follow along, you'll be more and more profitable. Cheers. Let's go through some pairs. Okay. Aussie dollar. What were you expecting? Did you try every day when it was bullish to buy? Did this dishearten you? Or did this engage you? Lieutenant Gaming. Should I buy gold now? Or should I wait for a retracement? Okay. That's a good question. Thank you for asking. What does your brain tell you? What does your training tell you? What does your gut feeling tell you? Is it the best to buy higher highs? Or is it the best to let it come down again? What have you been taught? Current price of gold is $17.50. I can see it on the side behind my face. Okay? Oh, that hurts. You probably want to wait for a retracement. When do you get a retracement? That is up to the market to give you. I don't really know the price or the time. But if it falls back down to 1747-ish, will you be angry that you lost out of this? Not 37, sorry. Will you be angry if it falls down to 1737? Where would you buy gold, Ivan? Here we have Ali coming in with his big money and trying to bribe me. Oh, you're too good. Okay, this is not an investment advice, it's only for education purposes, but in an uptrend, your goal is to buy a daily central. So I would buy a 1742.40 area. What I bought now, like if I can take like 0.001%, I might have bought it now, just for the fun of it, not like for my FOMO. But I know that we're gonna fall down anyways. I don't know if we're going back down to this number, like down to 1740 again. But I also think that Asia is going to take this higher. So yeah, I will go down to daily. I will go down to daily central on pivot points. If you had your pesos, would be a lot more. If you, I can understand you. If you had my patience, you would be way more profitable. Okay, hang around, bro. Hang around. I would love to have you around. There's a guy called Hardik in the chat. He tells me, I can't say anything else. He tells me that his patience has turned around. He was once very nervous. I can also talk about this. I don't talk about my students even. You know, once I'm very nervous, I checked the phone all the time. Now, checks it once a day, or don't really care too much. So I already bought pound dollar at 39.20. What should I do? What's your plan, Surdini? Surni? Muhammad? What's your plan? So you bought here. Okay. What's your plan? That's a daily target, by the way. Then I would say plan for tomorrow is to go down to 1932 and go higher again. I would say that would be the plan. That's tomorrow's buy zone. But patience cannot be bought. Patience is expensive. Patience comes down to when you allow yourself to wait for the better market. And that comes down to your matureness. Can you mature as a trader to become the better version of yourself? Can you then wait? All right. So what you have already lost of time and trade doesn't matter. The market doesn't matter. The market doesn't shadow ban you. The market doesn't say, hey, look at this fool is trading so bad and we're going to send them to the ground. No. The market doesn't say that. The market tells you, people, one thing. You are wrong or right at now. You're either wrong or right now. Nothing else, nothing in between, nothing else than that. That is the only thing that the market tells you or teaches you. So, in what market conditions do you want to be right in? This is a market conditions you are only looking for buys. You're only looking for buys. These market conditions, well, in these market conditions, you're looking for sells, but then no longer looking for sells. And this market, you're not trading at all anymore. So I was trading in this market, I was trading here, and I was trading here, trying to buy it up, and it failed me. Okay, great. Then you have to acknowledge that as once we stop doing that, you're no longer. Once we do that, this is okay. But if we do break below previous high and then go lower and then lower, then we don't trade anymore. Then we're like, okay, cool, I'm done, I'm out. Okay, so this is an uptrend. This is great, and then we're looking into this market is rather sideways, so we don't trade so much. Now we might break higher, and blah 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 blah, but know your trading setups, bros. Know when you're wanting to buy. Don't buy anything and everything. Do you hit on every girl in town? Do you go and say, hey, how are you doing? Next girl, hey, how are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? You don't do that, do you? Do you marry everyone? Do you marry every girl you find on the street? No, you don't. So you don't marry every trade in the trading platform. Same rules applies. You find the best one and you keep the best one. And then you leave the other ones far, far away. Okay? Trading currencies, many different currencies. Do you go through 20 pairs a day? 40 pairs a day? Do you trade Aussie CAD, Aussie New Zealand, Euro NOK, Euro New Zealand, Pound CAD, Pound Aussie, Pound New Zealand, Pound USD? Do you go through all of this every day to see if you can find a trade? Or what's going on? I only look through these ones. And these ones. And I'm done. It takes me half an hour to look through everything to look if there's a trade. Because I know my setups. That's where I want you to go as well. And it's painful because you will be punished if you don't know what you're doing. Okay. What should you do? Zuni, I cannot tell you what you should do about your pound dollar thing. I think that pound is 19th, 20 tomorrow is a good buy entry. So yeah, that's what I think. And you're grateful. Thank you very much, boss lady. Thank you very much. Plus, the stocks was up and dollar too. I don't know where you mean by dollar is up, because I saw dollar falling. I can agree that dollar is falling. This one's falling. And then we go to stock market. Let's say Nasdaq is going higher. FTSE going higher. Nikkei is probably not awake anymore. And S&P 500 is going to 4,000. Woohoo! Whoop, 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 whoop. You know, making money on the way up. That's great. Okay. We've been here for 1 hour already. That's great. So, what is the news today? Let's go to news. Free fall as dollars plummets on Dovish Fed. What does Dovish mean? That means Dovish. Let's go for Dovish. Dovish means. Dovish means. Oh, come on. What does a Dove mean? Dove is economic policy advisor that usually involve low interest rate. Dovish tends to support the low interest rates and expansionary monetary policy. Okay, great. That's what we mean. So, go to how low interest rates then. Okay, great. Then we have Powell's speech. Powell's speech says something a little bit. Okay, let's go through that. And he says that following the overall recovery in the economic activity is due to unprecedented the overall recovery in the economy, which we'll want, in economic activity is due to unprecedented fiscal monetary policy actions. That means the bond purchases, the low interest rates, but also mostly the stimulus packages. Forecasts from Fed policymakers have been revised up notably. See? Notably is, I would say, dramatically. But okay, they are using different words. Notably, I don't see notably word a lot from them. So notably is a strong word. Inflation remains below 2% goal. Beyond base effect, we should see an upward pressure on price as the economy continues to reopen. That means we're going to have increases in CPI. All right, we're going to have increases in CPI. We have laid out a clear guidance on a liftoff. Woohoo! Boo! That's what the economy is going to do now. That's what they project, but then it will settle down a bit in 2022. in order to meet the standards of liftoff, we need to see data, so we'll look into that. The state of the economy in 2 to 3 years is highly uncertain. We would want not to focus on potential rate increases that far into the future. What are you guys talking about? What's going on? I can tell you, Earth. Welcome, first of all. The other thing is, we now have a FOMC meeting today. As a respectable trader, this is the most important event in March. As a trader, you had one job for March. That was now, today. So, what's going on? What's the hassle? Why is this your job? It's because the Fed, the Central Bank of America, says that the economy in the USA is going to be notably higher. They're going from 4.2% increase growth to 6.5. I can't even type right now. From 4.2 to 6.5% in GDP, which is considerable. Meaning, we all of a sudden got a lot of boost. We all of a sudden have a lot of hope. We have a lot of happiness coming for the future. That means dollar should fall, Aussie should rise, Euro should rise, pound should rise, pound yen should rise, New Zealand should rise, USD CAD should fall. Okay? So, this then means for the next, I don't know, minimally, maybe until June. So, how long is until June? For the next 3 months, we have a direction. So, this has large impact into your trading, or should have been large impact in your trading, because this determines what direction you're going to look for your trades and leave the other ones out. This is where most of the money, I would say, is in the market at the moment. So, I would say, in short words, the most important. The most important day and where all the money can be made. Now, how do you trade this? You basically need to have a strategy. I hope you do have a strategy. And the strategy that you already have should only look for dollar bearishness. If you have an RSI that tells you that the market is overbought or oversold, overbought on euro, please get rid of it. There is no need for such nonsense, because we're not going to fall on euro. So, what price should we go buy gold at? That's totally up to you, bro. But you need to find price coming down to a support. And I said that there was support at 79.30. And there's support at 79.40, sorry. And at 17.37. If that's buy prices for you, that's up to you. But yeah. What kind of stop loss should we have? That's totally up to you, but not more than 1% of your account. What's that all about? He's calling me now. Okay. So yeah, nothing else than that. So where should you have your stop loss? Well, below 1720, like this low here. If you want to be a bit more, you can be below 1700. And you can't do any of those. You minimally should have be below here. If not, you can't trade. So what is going on? What is amazing? What's a good day? What's a good trade right now? Where do we make the Lamborghini money today? Were you able to predict this rise today? Nobody was. That's not the point. This move here is not tradable. Okay? We don't know in the past. Okay? We don't know. So what do we know? We do know from now into the future that is probably the direction. Because the Fed said so. Does anyone hear the music? Or is it only me? That doesn't hear it. So we are looking for dollar setups from tomorrow or from today. Yeah, for tomorrow and every single living day you're going to trade until June. How do you predict this 3 months direction, Earth? I don't know. I've been trading Forex for 7 years. Does that make any difference for you? Well, maybe it can just be for 2 months, but it's my plan though for the next 3 months. And if we go bearish, if we go opposite again, if we go bearish on New Zealand dollar, for example, I will not trade. Like I bought here, I bought here, I bought here, or sorry, I bought here, and I bought here, and I bought here. That's really my trades here, here, here. But now we are back up again. Great. I will then continue doing that again then. So I still have a lot of rules of when I would engage. But yeah, how? So one is. That's my plan. It is my expectations, and the market will then expect that to do that. And then it is what it tends to do generally in these market conditions. So it's kind of a self-fulfilling plan, if I can say so. So for you guys now, I have given you a very clear direction on dollar. Okay? I've given you very clear direction. Okay? And I want to address something. Like there's people out there in the Facebook community, Telegram community, gurus, and people giving you signals, selling you signals, and taking money for that. Please, listen to me. Why should you listen to me? Well, I can tell you a couple of reasons. I traded this move here. And I made 10,000 pips on it. No jokes. I've been up and I didn't catch this move. I'm sorry. But I sold this move instead here. I projected this one to turn around January. Went a bit lower. Went a bit higher than I thought, but hey. I then traded either this move or both of those moves. I then traded that move. Okay. My point is, if you think of going dollar bullishness, it might be temporarily, you might make money on it, but I have not seen much traders making a lot of money on it. Can we went to the opposite direction? If yes, what is the possibilities? Um, what do you mean by opposite direction? Like if dollar goes bullish now? If dollar goes bullish, USD bullishness, the only reason would be taking profit. Okay, that would be the only reason for why dollar should go higher. But for, I don't know, 9 out of 10 reasons, USD now should fall. I'm very confident on that. But, you know, I'm not going to give financial advice. It's only what I think. It's my opinion, sorry. It's only my opinion. Okay, so what can I then say? How can I say it differently without it being my opinion? We can go into analysis mode, okay? So if we go back to, this is where Fed set interest rates to 0. 13th of March, so around this area here. What has been the direction and the reaction after that? Upwards. Okay, now we can do that. How can you join your class, Shaw? You can go to my Discord channel and can probably set up a one-to-one meeting on Zoom in the next coming days. So in the description somewhere, there's a link to Discord channel. You can find me there. It's free. You can use a browser, app, whatever. It's just another way of Telegram. Or if you don't want to use Discord, you can contact me on Telegram and I will give you the reasons. But yeah, what's up with you? Okay. By the way, I don't really care that you guys see this email because this is my research emails. So, ING, what do you say? The Fed holds, but optimism is creeping in. Okay. Rates are stable QE, no surprise, as they anonymously leave the monetary rate unchanged. Fed rates at 0 to 0.25. They are still having 120 billion of monthly asset purchases, split 80 for treasuries and 40 for mortgage-backed securities. Will continue until sustainable future progress has been towards. Okay, great. So this is a great research to look into. This is ING Economics. I guess all of you can sign up for this one if you want to. It's all up to you. But yeah, it's a long read. So yeah. Great. Earth, I'm new to trading, like learning since a year now. Blow account, cause of bad risk management. Do you have any advice for me before I start a new account? Well, you probably should be on the demo. I don't ask you guys to be traders. I don't ask you guys to blow accounts. And if you're going to be on demo with me for the next 2 years, great. I will be happy for that. So, first of all, do not trade money you can't afford to lose. Point 1. Point 2. You should be an absolute expert in what you're doing. Okay, what does that mean? Tons of research. Okay, but I can give you a list in my Discord channel probably of what you should be able to do before starting trading. And here is a whole list of what you should be reading into. Probably pause and read. So you should be watching minimum 5 videos on each topic: price action, support and resistance, market structure, trends, market reversals. Okay, that means you leave out RSI, you leave out stochastics, you leave out all those indicators, you leave out trend lines. I hate trend lines. Moving averages is okay, great, you can look into that. But yeah, you need to be absolute expert in this. Then it comes down to what else do you then need to do? to make your life better as a trader. You then need to look into stop losses. I do say 50 pips. Minimally. Okay? Minimally. When you're losing, you should not lose more than 1% per trade. What is 1%? If you have 1,000, you should not lose more than $10. Okay? If you have 1,000, not more than 10. If you have 100, not more than $1. That's impossible, by the way. But if a small account, you should not lose more than one trade. That means only one order. If you have a small account. Your lot size, your risk management, your take profit. If you want better take profit, better stop losses, and better entries, maybe look into pivot. Maybe look into pivot points. These pivot points I use myself. Okay. So what does this tell you? I'm just going to give you a general idea of what it is, and then you can read it yourself, study it, all those things. Okay. This area here is the buy price. This is where you buy. Okay. Now we're going higher. This is the target, 80, 85 for the month. Here we have done that, gone to target, never gone down to buy price because we went so bullish, went up to target, went higher, came back to the buy price again, and then it went higher again. Then you have monthly, you have weekly, and you have daily. Okay? Monthly, weekly, daily. And trading psychology, fundamental seasonality, central bank policy, and what drives the Forex market. So, it's all up to you, but you need to minimally watch 5 videos. I have videos on some of them on this my YouTube channel. If you really want to, that's up to you. But yeah. Can you copy and paste here? I don't know if I'm allowed to. It's too much things. So let's do that then. Too much still. Price action, support and resistance, market structure, trends, trend reversals. But yeah. And Discord channels for free. There's no worries. Nobody's gonna rob you. Unless you want to. Is there anyone on Instagram? Go to your Instagrams. If you go to Instagram, you will find me under IvanFX. By the way. But yeah. So, we're going back to some trading plan then. For tomorrow. I don't really care about market movements at the moment. I will look for London tomorrow. And London tomorrow says probably somewhere in this area tomorrow. 1930. That's weekly, sorry. Yeah. $39.20 on pound. 1950.45 on all euro. 70 area-ish. Oops. On Aussie. Come on, bro. There you are. Great. So I've been here for 1 hour and 25 minutes, and I haven't even noticed where I've gone so far. Since you started becoming a full-time trader, hoping to be FTT after, what was it? Yeah, full-time trader. Okay, yeah. Yeah. You need to be you need to take your trading seriously. You need to be an expert in technical analysis, fundamental analysis. Fundamental analysis isn't fundamental. It's not hocus pocus. It's not like it might be Greek and difficult and all that, but it's very like technical analysis changes daily. Fundamental analysis changes maybe monthly or even yearly. Okay, so it changes very rarely, right? So for everyone who is new here today, I do hope that you do subscribe to this channel. I do hope that you have come here for some value. Have understood that market today acted appropriately to the news that was given to it. There's no crazy, nothing out of the ordinary. Everything was okay. Keep your cool. If you made money today, great. If you lost money today, I do feel sorry for you, but you were absolutely wrong today about the market. And you probably bent some of my rules without knowing it. I did not trade today. I did not win today. And I did not... I won today because I did not trade. I followed my plan. But tomorrow is a better day. It's a different day. That is when things are going to go. Nata. You sound like you are from Asia. Maybe Bangladesh, Pakistan, India, Indonesia, Malaysia. Just a guess. Just a guess. Pound yen. How's that going to go? Have you sold pound yen? Sorry, East. That sounds German, by the way. Did you sell pound yen? Because I think I told you guys on Sunday that between 51.20 and 50.74 you should buy pound yen. Okay, in this area you were supposed to buy pound yen. I know some of you guys sold it, and I do hope that you didn't lose money for those who sold pound yen. And I was probably harsh with you. I do feel sorry for that. But if you sold pound yen, you have not done your analysis properly. You have failed to understand the market. That is my very blunt, straightforward opinion. The reason is price is not bearish here because we have not broken below previous support. This is still acting as support. Now this will move to this side. This is now the support. Price has to break below here before you can even think about selling. Okay? Great. How is pound yen? Great. Fantastic. Pound yen is fantastic. No, I didn't do fantastic. Okay, maybe. Yeah. Pound yen is a buy. I need to buy support, so probably something like that. Where do I put my take profit and how do I take my stop loss on pound dollar? That comes down to you and your trading, bro. I cannot tell you that. It's not me. But in my weekly forecast that I did on Sunday, okay, I did that when price was weekly. When price was here, I said 40.60 is the target. Okay. I also said 1 44 is my target. You choose where you want to take your profit. I don't care. It's not up to me where you take a profit, because that's your job. You need, like, people, experts, millennials, whatever you call yourself. You need to become an expert. So I can tell you where I put my stop losses, where I put my take profits. Okay? Does that make you a better trader? Okay, I can give you some rules. The rules is you take profit at the weekly for the weekly trades, you take profit on monthly for monthly trades, and you take profit on the position trades that you hold for 3 months by June. Okay? I can tell you right now, I'm going to hold min 1 trade I'm going to try, if the market allows me, if market doesn't fall and crash on me, yes, that is my terms and condition there, I'm going to hold my buy until 1st of June. Babu whoop 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 says whoop whoop says, are you setting a buy limit? Yes, I do. And I will probably do that in a couple of hours. So give me 3 hours and I will do that. When the market has settled, when everything is cool, and the dust has gone away. You know? Because you have one moment, one chance to get this right. But did you know you have 1 month, many opportunities to trade in the direction of the trend? Alright? Muhazurni, please tell your friends about me. Tell my work to other people. Come and watch my weekly Forex forecast for free. I actually have turned off the ads for that one. I don't make any money on that. At all. Not even $1. So it's up to you how you want to honor the work I've done for you today. I only ask you guys for free stuff because I give them my time, which cost me money. I could have traded now. Did you know that I could have traded now and made money? And I started to be here instead with you. Okay? Could have made money. But I chose to be here with you today instead. That does bother me. That means something to me, though. Boss Lady says there's a lot of pound news tomorrow. Yes. What do you think about that? We can think about that. There's a BOE meeting tomorrow. That could send pound down tomorrow. Yes. So if you then say that you want to say that you want to leave pound out and do not trade before my time, 1 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, great. I'm not going to force you to do anything at all. But yeah, there is a BOE meeting tomorrow. What do you think about that? I think that it can potentially send the pound down, but long term going up. All right. We have 26 likes today, no new members today. We have been here for 1 hour and 34 minutes, and my brain is absolutely gobsmacked. Boss Lady asks, how can I see the projections? Do I have projections for that? Let me check my email. So what you normally need to do is to check banks. Banks tells you your predictions. So there's a lot of predictions on Fed coming out, and then institutional research, and then we can go to pound. Okay. Here we have a prediction. The EOB group says that they're going to keep their monetary conditions unchanged, with the pandemic still taking a toll on business and households. Sorry, I will take down the music, by the way. Take down the music. So BOE's UOB group says that keeping it unchanged, with the pandemic still taking a toll on business and households, and the outlook for highly uncertain, BOE can be cognizant of the risk and hence likely to maintain the very accommodative monetary policy stance until the recovery of a firmer footing. Okay, no change. At this junction, we are not ruling out an acceleration in the pace of bond purchases or changes to the term funding scheme. If they increase bond purchases, the pound goes down. Okay, have that in mind. If bonds purchases goes higher, I can't even type pound. Okay, how's it looking? How does it look like? Is that a pound? It goes down. Temporarily. Yeah, temporarily. What did you say? Thank you, you're worry. You are very much welcome. Very much welcome, Bubble. I bought a USD CAD right before it dropped. Should I sell it or will it go back up? Who is that? Milad? Milad. I will give you an offer that you might not be able to resist. If I can tell, would you listen to me if I can tell, would you listen to me or follow me? If I tell you where I'm thinking dollar's gonna go for the next 3 months, and we're probably gonna go 200 to 500 pips. Does that make you follow me? Then you might go with 200 to 500 pips in the direction. I'm gonna wait for Milad to answer. That would be great. If Milad can come back and say, I have turned you into a subscriber today. Okay. And dollar's gonna weaken. So if you are buying USD CAD, you have done everything wrong today. Sorry. Why June? It's the end of the quarter. No, end of this season. How do I know that? How can you say that? Well, I can go back in future. Go back to this. Go back to the same charts we always do. Okay. So June. June was June. This one. Okay, maybe not this year, but okay. So this is first week of June. Here. That's where the dollar bearishness ends. This week here ends, and ta-da, it ends. We can go back another year to 2019, probably a better year, maybe actually. Okay, can we go? Okay. I then said this week ending dollar bearishness, and boom, Okay, great. It is the rebalancing. When we go for. Let me take that away. Watermark, go away. We go for. Can't even do it. Summer! Holiday! We go to Sant. I can't even write it even. Saint-Tropez. And we go to Monaco and we go for holidays. Not this year though, but yeah, generally speaking. So, first week of June, dollar goes down. Second week, you do the opposite. So, dollar goes up, USD. Second week, dollar goes up. Okay. Great. Fantastic. And then after second week or third week of June, market is dead, normally dead. Then there is supposed to be range bound. So if you come in June and think you're going to trade because now you're off from studies or something, you are absolutely wrong. Sorry, bro. Sorry, bro. That's not the time to trade. As you can see, well, that's not July. This is June, July. It trended this year because of COVID on those things, but yeah. Okay. Will the Australian dollar continue to rise? In my analysis, yeah, I think we'll go 81, 82-ish. We got what we were waiting for. Now it's time to act. It's an amazing day. And you know what, people? I do really thank everyone for being here today. Where to watch the BOE? I think it's maybe on YouTube. I think it's actually on YouTube or on BOE site. Bank of England site. Probably. For those who, well, let me find that one. Oops, not that one. For those who are on Instagram, I just told you guys to go to AMNFX. Congratulations, that's my Instagram page if you want to follow me there as well. Great. So, I feel like, what should we do today? Is there anything else to do now? Is there anything else to do now? Let me take that down. Yeah. All right. There you are. There you are. So I am pretty spent. I've been here for 1 hour and 45 minutes. I normally give out my weekly Forex forecast on Saturdays. I do have a mentorship group that is in the Discord channel if you want to join that one. I do want to help you becoming a better trader, so I'm here mostly if I'm live. I will tell that in the Discord channel around 19:30 GMT +1, which is 1.5 hours ago. I then normally be live every Sunday. I'm live every Sunday at 19:30. So stay tuned, have fun, and join along as we make even more money. So, all right. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for joining. I highly appreciate it. And yeah, boom.